Hello, Speed Gaming, and welcome to another race, aim to our weekly race. This time with a few different settings than the last couple of weeklies.
Yeah, starting, or not starting from today, but this week we actually have the alternative preset, which, as mentioned probably before, it has most notably a random start, a few random starting items, and another setting that I can't remember right now.
Uh, Bosses could be DNA, I think.
Right, yeah,
Yeah,
bosses can be DNA. Oh, and every item is now actually logical, so the trick settings have been bumped up, because by default, most of the shine sparking items are not in logic.
yeah.
The race should start soon
Start in a
here.
minute. Yeah, just a little bit of stream delay, because, of course. There you go.
Yeah, the race should start soon. So,
And we have Gala and Wordslayer, which we've seen
yeah,
Wordslayer a lot. Oh, what a great normal start.
this is actually a really nice start. For the sole reason that it's. If you need to get to the queen or to the pipe up, you can get there very quickly.
Yeah, but we don't really have any starting items either, so it's
Oh, no,
just a
not yet,
very
no.
vanilla start. It's just,
Chat asks what exactly is happening. This is a race, so
yep.
a randomizer race. So all people start with the same seed or start on the same seed and they race against each other. Yeah, currently both just at the South Alpha here.
Yeah. Yeah, the normal stuff. But with this kind of start, thinking, like, with nothing else, I just gun it to A1 instead.
Yeah, logically, like, you have the exact same axis as in the surface start. So
Yeah.
technically, logic could still expect you to, like, do first Alpha.
Uh, or not, and,
Genesis, do a Gamma, and in a Zeta Nest and Tower. Oh, I should write these down.
yeah. Oh, Genesis Arena, that means we have a Genesis. Yay! Nice. And then Distribution Center is below, which I think with these settings you can do gravityless, right? I think so.
No.
Really?
Yeah, with these settings, combat hasn't been touched, and so you'll still need
Okay.
gravity for dual gammas. Rod's trying to break out of logic here and go into Breeding Grounds too early, without any health. Don't know if he still wants to attempt this, and meanwhile Gala just leaves area 2 and probably goes to Golden Temple.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's one DNA already.
I think 10. Should be 10.
Yeah, we have 10 DNA in total that needs to get collected. So we know where 3 of it is, and we have the 4th one. Yeah, it's interesting for Wordslayer to be so stuck here about Breeding Grounds 2,
Yeah.
because,
I mean, you can do it now anyway, and you do
I
get a
mean,
bit of damage, but
you can, but the fact that the starting point is so near to here, I would just hold off until you at least get better health or better weapons, and then just clear this up later.
yeah.
Also, no, AM2 is not built onto Zero Mission. It is a complete built from ground up fan game for PC,
Yeah.
which later also has been ported to Linux and Mac and Android.
Yeah. Sadly, this
But
is.
it was very heavily inspired by Zero Mission's
Uh,
physics engine.
uh,
Well, I guess less the engine itself and more um,
uh,
timings.
it's just super, just a luck super, and And I forgot. Is that church beam room? Usually. Yeah, that's
That
church
was
beam.
no, that was bomb room.
Huh. I keep
Charge room
forgetting.
was on the right side.
Yeah. Keep forgetting that.
More power bomb tanks, missile tanks, and missile
More
drops.
missiles. I mean, you might as well pick up some missiles right now anyway, especially since
I
don't
think
have very
with the
much.
calculations that Gala did, he probably just don't wants to get. Oh, there's ice beam. That's
Hey,
nice.
ice beam.
Gala probably doesn't want to collect any missile tanks at all, because he will probably get a few forced ones from Metroids anyway,
Yeah.
and the lesser he has, the better it is for him.
Meanwhile, we're trying to get the game. Oh
Yeah,
no.
trying to
Oh,
get the Gamma and sadly failed, which means he
no.
now also has to kill the Alpha again in order to kill that Gamma.
Yeah. Hopefully it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
go back to it. Yeah,
no,
it's
okay.
leaving.
Yeah, it's definitely a play I wouldn't have made.
Though I see ice beam this early. Oh no. Could mean many
Um,
things.
Not really, because Ice Beam isn't really logical.
Oh.
Yeah,
No, I.
because in AM2R you can't freeze enemies and then stand on top of them,
Yeah.
and there's nothing really locked by Ice Beam
Yeah.
except
Oh, Gala doing the same thing Words did. Okay.
yeah, but Gala now has at least one E-tank and more missiles.
Yeah.
With one E-tank, it's a bit more understandable to do it because then you don't get killed within 2 hits.
I have 3. Cause I think unless you get lasered by the gamma, it's like 3.
Ah.
Metroid? What is this Metroid doing on Word's side? What?
Metroid is doing what all Samus players do and just camp in the corner.
Yeah, probably.
All just for missile tank.
Yeah. Missile missile. So tower energeticness, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but it means we have required logical super missiles.
That's true. You're gonna you're, you're probably gonna get supers anyway.
Yeah, more likely. But sometimes, depending on how the DNA goes out, supers end up not being logically required.
Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes
Sometimes.
they're there. And PB. I don't I don't know if doing A2 without much of anything. I mean, yeah, sure, you could
Mm,
do it without it, like with one E tank, but I think it's more comfortable to do it with 2 unless they're that desperate for
I
check.
think with 2 E-tanks, it's also actually in logic.
Yeah.
Um, the biggest thing is that Breeding Grounds 2 might have important stuff, so you don't kind of just want to miss that. Like,
Oh.
we've had cases before where
Snipe.
the Gamma was super missiles or scuba attack. So definitely understandable that.
Yeah. Eh.
Yeah.
Other than
I don't think words say when to go in Temple yet. We'll
no,
probably go
Berserk
there
hasn't.
next.
I think the better idea here is that since you're spawn, I think the better idea is just to go down to get the 2 free checks in A3, and then if those don't have anything, you just go all the way down to A4. Because, uh, because
I
there's
think,
1 free item check, there's 2 free item checks
yeah.
there?
It's one that's in logic and a second one that isn't.
Really? I thought the one in
I.
power plant was in logic.
Oh, wait, you mean for Area 4?
Yeah, so there's two in Area 3 that there's the one that's above the spikes. There's that
Okay,
one
I
on the
actually
way
need
to
to
Area 3,
check
and
on
then
what
there's
fix
the other
settings I've
one.
actually enabled for this preset because I do not remember.
And then there
Um,
is the one check
okay.
all the way down in A4 that's basically free, and then there's power plant. There's the power plant check that you don't need anything for.
Yeah, wall jumping have been set to advanced. For some reason, I kind of blanked that out. So yeah, because of wall jumps being advanced, we can basically much just wall jump everywhere.
Oh god, why would? Actually, that makes sense. Wall jumps being advanced, because that means more siege variety. Let's go.
Yup,
And also hand hurts a bit and whatever.
a bit, yeah.
We don't need hands where we're going. I shouldn't say that.
It is not set to expert for a reason, so climbing up the tower with wall jumps only is not in logic.
Ah, I thought that was like
Because
advanced and not.
no, that's an expert.
Huh. Okay.
Precisely because basically the only logical thing is that you would need to climb up the whole tower, and doing that kind of sucks if you're not very good at wall jumping.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I'm surprised that Gala skipped the spike maze and the other free check at area 3.
Yeah.
Or maybe he, okay, he just want to peek this one.
Yeah. Just peek that and then go back up. And the word's doing what Gal did earlier. Meanwhile, Gal going to research site?
Yep, because there's also one
Okay.
free check in here.
I mean, it's technically not really free because the Metroids, but eh.
I mean, the item behind the Metroids.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know, the
also,
item behind the Metroids, but then that triggers the Metroid, so...
and that was a joke hint?
No, that wasn't a joke hint. I think that was an actual hint.
Because
I
I
doubt
didn't see it.
Alpha Nest.
I doubt Alpha Nest.
Or just get an E and do these alphas. Okay, that... I guess that works.
And Birds, meanwhile, has also collected the Ice Beam.
Yep. Ice Beam. It's a missile tank and two missile tanks, so... Research site, not that worth it, but... Hey, at least you got those two alphas out of the way, so you don't have to worry about it later.
Yep. And Gala's also getting a bit low on logical checks right now. The only thing he can really do now is the 3 area 3 checks and first alpha.
3 area 3 checks. I thought there was only 2.
The 2. Did I say 3?
You said 3.
Oh, I meant to say 2.
Yeah. There's the first one down there.
Yep, and this one is...
Powerball
PB?
launcher.
Oh,
Oh no.
that unlocks a lot.
That does. That's also very concerning.
Because
Especially
now... Go ahead.
now you can do anything. Plus you can well with with the preset it's with wall jumping. That means you're wall jumping either everywhere or you need bombs. And yeah, we don't have bombs.
Yeah. That said, here the entry to area 3 is not really logical, because there's a huge spike wall on the right side. Oh wait, no, they have subtugs on. Never mind. You can just write up the subtugs, I think.
Yeah, the subtugs are there, so you can just right
Actually,
up
I
the
don't know whether
subtugs.
this wall jump is advanced. Because you have to
Oh,
do this weird edge thing around. I would need to look into that.
I don't know. I don't really think the subtugs change anything in logic, but they're just there to help most
They
of the
actually
time.
do change logic fairly
Oh,
significantly.
huh. I didn't know that.
Because they make a bunch of things easier or even possible. What was that? A missile tank that was on the right?
I think that was a... No,
Oh,
that's
that was
super
super
launcher.
launcher.
Ooh.
Oh, that is both very good and very bad for Gala.
Yeah.
Good in the way that he can do a lot of item checks now, bad in the way that a lot of item checks are logical now.
Yeah, a lot of them are logical, and a lot of stuff you can do is logical, especially the breeding ground down here, and it's
Yeah,
ugh.
like theoretically, he would now only need some kind of jump upgrade, I think, to. No,
Actually,
he.
that wall jump up breeding grounds might actually be logical. It might be, without high jump.
The issue is that softlock preventions are off, so you cannot get past the gamma in the middle. Or in the south, rather. Because now you can't just wall jump up the right side. There's no actual collision in there where you could theoretically wall jump up with a hyper mode trick, but that's not the logic.
Huh. Okay. But
And yeah,
not
words say are
can't
probably following
wait no
soon.
wait you can't just wall jump the up the corridor that from the puzzle. So up the I can't. Oh hey look high jump.
Oh,
Never
there's high
mind.
jump. Nice. Yeah. Currently, Gala is a little ahead, but not by too much. At least if Words will follow his suit. Which he probably will. Yeah, but where do you now go is the big routing question, because you have so much of the world open.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a really good question, because, like, the nicest thing now would be to get Skewer Attack. Because once you have that, it's basically go mode for both of
Yeah.
these runners, because of their skill level. So, where are the most other checks available? They can't enter Area 3 because of missing speed booster. They can... Yeah, honestly, I would probably go to Tower. Because even though there were a lot of out of logic checks there, it still has a lot of checks that you can just quickly, what's it called? Quickly get. And there's the high jump for Wordsayer.
Yeah.
Oh, right, with high jump, reading on 3 actually became logical. Right,
Yeah.
I missed that.
Also, I was talking about wall jumping up up the wall that
Yeah, this,
that wall.
I think that's also behind Expert, because you have another one of those weird little
Huh.
edges.
That's weird. Alright.
Because wall jumping up these edges is surprisingly hard to do.
With without high jump or with high
Without high
jump?
jump.
Ah.
Without high jump. With high jump, they're easier. But I will also need to look into the database for that one. Which I can very quickly do. Breeding grounds. Crosswords. Going up. Yeah, it is wall jump expert or wall jump advanced with... No, wall jump intermediate with high jump.
Huh. Okay. That's strange.
Yeah, because
No
jumping up
wonder.
that one...
No wonder I have to do that wall jump over every time I do seeds. Wait.
Oh, that's a very important intel for Wordsay actually. They know where Scuba Attack is,
Oh.
which is very important.
Oh, did you see Screw Attack while I was
Yeah, Scuba Tech
drinking
was
water?
in
Oh.
Varia Chamber Access.
Oh. Well then. That basically opens up the entire game, and then we could have
Yeah, that
almost
basically
literally
opens up the
anything.
entire game, and unless we have something locked behind Speed Booster, Wordsayer is basically in go mode.
Well, I mean, no mode, because you still have to go, hey look, Alpha Squad. Oh no.
Alpha Squad, Beating Ground Southwest. Let me write this down. Alpha Squad.
Oh, Plasma's behind High Jump too. Plasma.
Oh,
Okay, so...
oh, that helps. Yeah. So Area 2 was stacked.
Yeah. Just need to get the power one. Just need to get the power ones first. That does bring the question, where are our suits?
At this point, they can probably be about anywhere.
Which is good and bad for a multiple reasons. Especially since we have dual gammas, so that means we need gravity suit. So where are our suits?
Oh, right, since we
Yeah.
need dual gammas, I
Yeah.
don't think gravity can logically be in lower area 5
Yeah.
unless they get ice beam. Oh, they have ice
They
beam.
have ice beam. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
then it can be in lower area 5.
Ugh.
Yeah, and Wordsayer will probably now just head straight to that skill attack, even ignoring the alpha there.
Yeah.
Did he kill that one already previously? Maybe.
Uh. No, just I don't. No, we haven't done the alpha here yet. So
I mean the inner alpha or now north.
yeah, the inner alpha we've done already.
Okay.
Both of them already did it. I think Wurtzler just had to reset because they forgot to save before doing
Gotcha. Yeah,
the
and
breeding thing.
Gala will now probably follow very soon here with the skill attack.
It's finding it or just getting it right then and there.
Now, whether they'll also find the plasma is another question, but probably they will.
They probably will, or they. Well, that really depends, cause they
Area
just
2
can't.
has a lot of checks. It has like 7 or 8 checks, so I would definitely
Yeah,
do it.
yeah. The question, well, it's more the question: is it worth it for Gal to get plasma, especially with knowing a few tricks up their sleeve and being kinda comfortable?
Probably yes.
Oh right,
Because,
no bombs.
yeah, we have no
I
bombs,
you.
and we don't know all DNA locations yet, so there might still be a DNA behind Speed Booster.
I was like, oh yeah, right. We could have bombs. Oh wait, we don't have bombs yet because usually we have bombs by now. Whoops.
Actually, do we know all DNA by now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're missing info on 2 DNA locations.
Huh.
Wordsayer is
There's the
now.
plasma. And then
What is Wordsayer doing?
what is he doing? He's not thinking.
Yeah, probably not
Head
thinking.
empty moment.
Checking for the ice beam hint, despite having ice beam.
Head empty. Not remembering it's an ice beam hint. We're probably gonna do the hideout alpha right now, considering it's right there. It's
Probably, yeah, but I
pretty quick.
assume also the players for the hint as well.
Yeah. So get hint, get the alpha here, and then leave. I don't think you can do very much here. At least
Logically, he can
logically.
basically. Oh no, I don't think he can. I don't know whether logic currently allows him to. Okay, now we have. Yeah, still
No?
2 unknown
Not
DNA.
okay, not
Logically,
doing hideout.
I don't think he can kill those Omegas
I
because
mean,
he
we
would not
don't
steal.
have many E-tanks, so I don't think that would be
Yeah,
logical
we don't have many
do it.
E-tanks and we also don't have space jump.
He really just wanted to do the low percent strat of Omegas, which is sit in a corner and pray to the RNG gods. You don't get danced on. Gala doing a check that Wertzler didn't, but it only being a missile, so not too worth it.
Wurtzer is now also checking tower, which I think is a good play because you still have
Yeah.
so many free locations in here.
Yeah, you can have a lot you can do, plus there's the inner Zeta nest is here. Hey look, spaceship. Well then. So that's basically gun load at this point. Other than maybe a maybe a space jump lock.
Oh, wait, what did you
I
get?
mean, speed.
Oh, space jump. Oh,
Yeah. Space jump was in the free check here. Free, the free check here
yeah.
tower. So, yeah, that's fun. And Gala also being here as well, which going to check the upper part of tower first instead of lower, which a little interesting. Oh, hey look, our required super
Mining facility and guardian storage. And that is.
should be everything.
Yeah, that's all
Goodness,
DNA.
that's all DNA in 30 minutes. What is this seed isn't cursed? What do you? This seed isn't cursed. What is this?
Yeah. So technically, Gala could pretty much just rush DNA now.
I mean, you could rush DNA and beat the game technically.
The big
In a
question
logical
is
sense, we
whether.
still need gravity.
Yeah, and the big question is whether Gala feels comfortable to do so.
Probably a good chance, yeah. But having us at least a suit helps a lot.
Yeah, not only would suits help, but also like bombs or one other beam.
I
Because
mean, you can do it with
plasma beam
purely
alone,
plasma.
you can, but it's way more difficult.
Yeah.
Because
And
you have
then,
to be just a very good masher.
yeah. Speed booster upgrade. Oh yeah, we don't need speed booster this seat. Unless,
Yep.
unless the suit's locked behind it, which, that could be the case.
And yeah, looks like Gala is definitely just rushing now for DNA.
Yeah.
I don't know how much item searching he will still do after that. Because bombs
I
are
mean,
still
oh,
very
Gala
important.
doesn't have space jump.
No, Gala doesn't have space jump. He bait out of area 4.
Yeah.
But space jump is also not that important, I think, for a screen fight. Because like the only thing where space jump can be useful is on the last acid phase. But since
Yeah.
he has wall jumps, he can also just do that. Oh yeah, this is probably gonna be a bit difficult to do for him. Oh, never mind,
Oh,
he just got
okay.
it.
The way you can delay the blocks from exploding with a PB, but it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Well, it might be easier than what Gala did, to be fair.
I don't know how Word's skill is with like a low percent Queen. Because that is probably the biggest thing that would give him a disadvantage here. Because at this point, both players should know where all of their DNA location is.
Should? I'm not.
Should.
I don't entirely know
Oh no,
where he
Gala
knows.
doesn't. Gala didn't check hideout. No, hideout is useless.
Oh, Hideout
Um,
Alpha had a DNA.
no, not the hideout alpha. I mean the hideout hint.
Oh, yeah.
No, no, I'm pretty sure then that all players should know where all of the DNA is.
Yeah.
It could be that Wordsayer doesn't know, or he hasn't kept track properly.
Mm. Probably, but also Alpha Squad. Saber
Yeah.
Missile Tank. No!
Oh. I hope that wasn't too big of a detriment.
I don't think so. It still has a bunch on their tracker, so it's not too bad.
I'm surprised that the Gala doesn't use his 12 supers. Oh, there it goes.
So nothing in Alpha Squad except DNA. So where is
I
at least
mean-
one suit?
DNA is pretty important.
I mean, yeah, but it's just more MacGuffin stuff. Like, I mean, in a non-race setting, it's just MacGuffin, so it's not too terribly, like, urgent. Usually not. Well, we are in a race setting, so yeah, it's a little bit urgent, but still. I'd be more worried where the logical progression is than,
Actually, for Gala, I probably wouldn't be worried too much about logical progression because of the fact that he can basically just full clear everything at this point.
fair.
I still think that doing like easy checks would be a good idea for him. I wouldn't have, for example, in his case, just pick the item there. Because knowing where bombs are, or speed boost, or space jump, or one other beam would be very helpful for him.
Yeah. And zips across the room, because why not zip across the room?
Yeah. I also would have saved in there, just for safety's sake, because these scammers without gravity can be a bit surprising at times.
Not too bad.
They're
Unless
not
you run
too
out of
bad, but sometimes
supers.
they can catch you off guard. But seems like Gala manages this one fine.
Yeah. Is that your DNA? And then...
Oh, now he decides to save though. Interesting.
Huh.
Probably to just stock up on ammo again.
Yeah.
He's now missing 3 DNA, which is... give me a second. Mining facility, hideout, and Genesis.
Yeah, Genesis is required. I forgot about that for a second. Like, oh yeah, Genesis.
Yeah, it's probably the reason why now I went to Area 3 here to get the mining facility. Was it a gamma or the alpha? I can't remember. I also haven't written it down. Also,
Where's
apparently, Wordsayer has gotten Spider Ball, but I have missed where he has gotten that.
I missed where you got Spider Ball too. What? Suddenly Spider Ball that we both missed, and whoops.
It's helpful for this one check, but he also had Space Jump for this one, so
Yeah.
I don't think Spider Ball will have any more use for him. Neither of them have checked the Chexi in the middle of the main caves. Not that they check First Alpha, but I think they will both just ignore that First Alpha exists.
Yeah, probably. Imagine if that's a suit though.
It could very well be a suit. But yeah, I think Wordsayer is definitely checking for more items, precisely because he still needs like suits and isn't that comfortable with his queen fights.
Yeah.
Yep, seems like Gala is ignoring everything except his DNA right now,
Yeah.
which is definitely a bold move. Let's
Nah.
hope it pays off for him.
No, I think Parts probably gonna. Word might do the same. They might not.
I think
No.
Worlds will probably check out the research site items. Oh, that is why he didn't check the Hydroid Alpha, because he didn't
Uh.
have the info for that yet.
Oh, he doesn't know. Huh. Okay. Anyway, hey, it's the funny enemy from Fusion, right? Right.
This bitter.
The little speedy named Genesis that's also now dead.
And now Gala's missing 2 DNA, which is almost wanted to say mining plaza there. Mining facility and the hideout.
Mining Plaza. Jeez, is this Echo suddenly?
It would be cool if it was.
It would be neat to have Echoes in an AM2 or CGC, but that's for another day.
In my experience, having multi-worlds with aim2R is definitely something because of how open aim2R is.
Yeah.
Like, you can do so much out of logic. The fact that like half of the items are basically useless in terms of logic is something. It's not like Prime and Echoes where doing out of logic tricks is hard and takes effort to do and also takes time. In here, it's literally just infinite bomb jump up or damage boost through it.
Yeah, just IBJ or Darren Brewster, you know, just zip across the road room, it's fine.
Queen is like really the only biggest hurdle, and that's also why practicing low percent Queen will help you immensely with these races.
Yeah.
Because you do not want to be the guy that needs to
Oh,
search
Word
the
has
whole planet
bombs.
for a
Where did,
plasma beam. Word
did
has
Word just become
how?
bombs?
Oh, he
How do you
probably
keep
got it here on
missing
the
this?
left. He probably got it here on the left side of on the Hornet dorm.
How do we keep missing this?
That is a good question. Probably by being distracted. But yeah, I would very much just assume that he got it here at the Hornet Dome, but I can check his VOD and
Probably.
because he didn't have it when going up, but did have it now.
Dang. So Gallo missed bombs by a thread.
Yeah, Gala missed bombs. That is definitely something, and I hope it doesn't cost him his race.
How, mate, we'll see. I mean, with plasma, it's not as terrible, but yeah. Was inside of. Oh! Was in one of the side caves and make. Oh! So
Oh,
Gala just missed it. So Gala. So it probably wouldn't have. Gala wouldn't have found it, but where it's found it because of the checking a few
oh
things.
yeah, it was in
Huh.
the high jump challenge room.
Huh. Okay.
Thank you, Shin. Yeah, while I'm there, I can also very quickly check where he has gotten Spider Ball.
Gala going to
Oh,
do.
he has gotten Spider Ball from the Golden Temple Exterior Alpha,
Huh. Okay.
because he cleaned that up as well.
So now
And yep,
Gala doing Hideout Alpha, which. Huh.
yeah, doing How to Alpha, and then it's probably directly up to Queen for him. The real interesting part is gonna be whether he's able to actually beat the Queen with his loadout, because that is quite a few items for fighting Queen. Wordsire is a bit more behind in that sense, because he's still missing 5 DNA. But at this point, he also should know where all of his DNA is. I'm pretty sure, at least.
Yeah. And there's the last DNA for Gallus. Just going to Queen now.
Oh, actually, Breeding Ground 3 might be the last hint that Wordsire is missing. Yep, it was, but it's also useless for him because he did all of those checks already.
Ah.
I think Gala's currently thinking on whether he really wants to do this. It seems he's going ahead with it. Definitely one of the more faster seeds around.
Yeah. One of the more jet seeds, unless logic is terrible.
Yeah, but we will see that when one of the runners has beaten the game here.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fact that Gala missed out on bombs and space jump is something.
It hurt. No, bomb, spaceship, and spider ball. I mean, yeah, you
Spider Ball
can wall
isn't
jump. It's still.
Spider Ball isn't that important for him.
Well, spider ball's a little bit of a reassurance in Queen fight, especially since you don't have anything other than wall jumping. Because your hands hurt just a little bit after wall jumping a lot.
Yeah, it's basically either space jump or spider. You want one of those for
Yeah.
dodging.
And
But
they have neither.
bombs is gonna hurt him the most because bombs are actually very important. Because they deal almost as much damage as missiles.
Ow.
Actually, no, I'm pretty sure they deal more damage than missiles.
I think?
Give me a second, I wrote this
Cause
down recently. Yeah, missiles do 10 damage, bombs do 8. So they almost deal as much damage as missiles, and because we start with charge beam by default, they can just dump like 4 bombs at once on the queen. And do basically the amount of damage that a super does. But currently, so far, he seems to be managing fine without bombs.
Yeah. So far.
So far.
I mean, Queen's not too... Well, okay, no suit, no... Whatever
No
really dodge,
suits,
never
only
mind.
4 E-tanks, and only plasma and ice.
Well, just don't have a skill issue and get hit, man.
Yeah, it's not just about getting hit, but it's also about shooting good enough
That,
and doing
yeah.
proper setup to kill these blobs fast enough.
Yeah.
But if he's past this phase... Oh! And he has passed this phase, and he's basically done then.
That was fast.
That
Alright,
was very fast.
I look down to... I look away to make sure the weather isn't turning bad, and it's done. Alright, cool.
And yeah, basically Gala's now done with his game. Probably gonna be like a 47-ish finish.
Probably.
Meanwhile, we are still waiting for Wordsayer to collect his last 5 for DNA.
Yeah. Probably was trying to look for Varia, then at this point it's just not really
Yeah, I'd
a
assume that as
great
well.
idea.
Because having a suit is still so helpful. Yep, and now he's with 4 DNA left, and what is he missing right now? He's missing the How Alpha. He is missing... Give me a second. The dual gammas. And... Oh, did he do Alpha Squad? Yeah, he did.
I think he tried and then died.
No, I'm pretty sure he did that after.
Oh. Okay.
Could be wrong with that though. That would... yeah, actually no, you might
Anyway.
be right. And
Not
Gala is done.
I was done. Yeah,
GG's.
did it for me.
Let's see where the beams were and Speed Boost in the suit. Speed Booster was
Oh!
at Hideout Omega Nest. Oh.
Oh.
Suits
Reading
was in
Grants.
Reading Grounds Lobby in A2, and the Fat Block in my room. Oh, those were easy. And Spiky Spaceship Trial and Upper Factory Gamma Nest. Ah, those
Wait.
suits...
Wait a minute. Hold on. That means you need to do the Omega with only Varia.
What did the...
Fat Croc in my room is speed booster locked.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So only Varia. Only Varia Omega. Plus Space Jump? I mean, I guess you could do Space Jump only, but... Ew?
Yeah, huh. Which means there must have been enough health on the way somewhere. Interesting. Very interesting. Good seat though. Can we get
Yeah.
Gala in
Let's get. I think
for
Gala
an
should
interview?
have gotten sent an invite. Us.
Probably should have. Not sure
Should
if he
have.
received it. Maybe he's also just waiting a bit. It is quite late for him, so I wouldn't put it out of the question if he doesn't want to
And
go for the interview. And now Wordsayer is only missing 1 DNA. Which should be, if I didn't misremember, the hideout alpha.
I think so, yeah.
Ah, never mind. Gala got a blue screen. That was it.
Oh! It's not good.
Very good timing that the blue screen happened after the race and not during the race. Oh, Ledger also finished. GG to Mr. Ledger as well.
You said TGC gen this seed?
Yeah, TGC jumped this. This was surprisingly
This
tame for a
wasn't-
TGC seed.
And it wasn't cursed?
No.
Okay, maybe other than the speed booster and the gravity suit. That's cursed.
Like,
But,
logically, it was pretty interesting.
it wasn't that bad actually.
Yeah.
It's just weird considering TGC is known for having very cursed things.
But yeah, I would assume that Worlds probably finishes within the next, like, 8 minutes. Oh, he's... Oh, never mind. I thought he was going for the Omega there. I'm wondering whether the invite for Gala came through or not.
Probably not. If blue screen, then probably not.
And
Hey,
there's
there's a
Gala.
Gala.
Hello.
Hi.
How was
Oh.
the seed?
It was interesting because I don't know where was bombs.
Bombs was in the surface high jump challenge room.
Oh, okay. And that's pretty rare that we don't have bombs.
Yeah, logically, you definitely could have gotten it very early.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, pretty interesting. A lot of hints really early in the seed. And
Yeah, you were basically in go mode at like, what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes in?
yeah.
Which is not something you see that often.
I don't know where are suits too.
Suits was one of them was in Fat Crocomile room, the other one
Okay.
was in Breeding Grounds 2 hub. So the bomb block where the wisdom subdock is.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And if you
So
want to know where Speed Booster was on some Omega, I forgot which one. It's the Hideout Omega.
of course. Okay, so basically suitless queen, but with plasma, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah. I'm surprised that you didn't get Spacer Beam. Because Spacer Beam was on the upper factory Gamma Nest. And I'm pretty sure you killed that Gamma.
Uh, yeah, I think two.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, it was locked behind Speed Booster, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which one?
Yeah, because
Which?
the upper factory Gamma Nest.
Oh.
Because the Gamma didn't have it, so it has to be on the Speed Booster check.
Yeah.
Ah. Ew.
Which, oh yeah, that makes for some really ugly logic.
Yeah, that's actually disgusting.
Word says now was on his almost last phase for the Queen. I think he wants to farm a bit more here for the supers to kill the last. Oh, never mind.
Hmm.
And Queen is dead for Word Sayer. So he'll probably finish in like sub-hour.
Yeah.
It scared me when I get to the queen. I was like, oh, but can I even go to ship with that spider and speed booster?
Yeah, it's difficult, but it's doable. But yeah, going to the ship and then realizing you have to reload because you can't get up
Yeah.
is a really, really
Oh
sad
no.
way to lose a base.
That suck.
That would be so cursed, yeah.
But usually you have bombs, so I do. Uh, so I mean
Yeah, you
IBJ.
usually have
So
like something.
yeah, usually you have bombs or like speed boost your high jump or something. I don't know the logic too much.
And in a second, also GG's to Wurtzia.
Yeah. So weird.
And GG's. Let's hope we'll also be getting in for the interview in a second.
Yeah. GG's. Wow, everyone finished under an hour. Okay.
Yep. It was a really, really fast race. Record race result. Let's see. And there's Wurtzia. Hello.
Yeah. Muted.
What did you think about the seed?
Hello. I think it was pretty good. I think I burned a lot of time dying to Metroids early, so that sucked. But
Yeah, that was like a very unfortunate routing stance where early
Yeah.
on you decided to do Breeding Grounds 2. And in the meantime, Gala just decided to do other checks.
yeah, I was debating it because like I did a lot of practice seeds this week, but I don't think I got any that actually started in Area 2. So I was like, I really wasn't sure what to do there because like I can usually do Breeding Grounds 2 in early game, but I think that was a little bit too early to be comfortable
Yeah.
with. So it definitely cost me a lot of time there. But yeah, we got a lot. Like we got supers, power bombs, and plasma very early. So like, I feel like in that sense it was a good seed just because like you get all that stuff very quickly, so you're ready to finish the game a lot sooner. It's
Yeah,
just a
that
matter
was
of
basically
finding the
what
info.
happened on Gala's
Yeah.
side, where he got the item so early on like the half an hour mark, he just basically beelined all DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing was not getting suits or E-tanks. That was the scary part. Like that was the one thing I'm like, I don't know if I can finish with this.
Yeah, the
But I
logic
got
for
up to
that
4
was-
E-tanks. I'm like, okay, this is good.
The logic for that was wild, because Varia was in... I forgot already. Oh, Breeding Grounds 2 hub?
I did see that. What was the other one? Fat Crocomire Room, I think is what it was
Fast
called.
Block
What is
my
that
room.
room?
That is
Yeah.
Speed Booster locked. Speed Booster was in the Hideout Omega.
Oh, gee. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah. So Speed Booster and Gravity were basically out of the question this seat.
Yeah.
There was Wave Beam, which was on Spiky Space Jam Trial, so that was also basically out of the question. And Spacer Beam was on the Speed Booster locked item in the Upper Factory Gamma Nest in Area 3.
Okay.
So also basically out of the question.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yep, this was we got
This
all the
seed-
good stuff early and then all the optional stuff was just like, yeah,
Yeah.
you're not getting this.
Yeah, you're never doing it.
Something that was really interesting from your side that probably saved you a lot of trouble is that after you knew where all of your DNA were, you still went ahead and like checked a few item locations, which got you
Mhm.
Spider Ball, Space Jump, and bombs.
Yeah, because I was looking for E-Tank specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like Space Jump definitely makes things easier. Everything else is just kind of like optional,
Bombs?
like almost a non-issue to me.
Bombs can still be very helpful because depending on whether you have plasma or not, it can make
Right.
the green fight much nicer.
Right, but we got plasma in like 15 minutes, so
Yeah.
I wasn't like the bombs are a nice thing to have. But once I already had plasma, I didn't feel like I needed it. Spider Ball is convenient in the boss fight. I feel like every check that you can do with Spider Ball, you can do with something else, or with nothing even in a lot of cases.
Yep.
So it's like, when I see Spider Ball, it's like, oh nice, I get to not wall jump in the boss fight. And that's
Yeah,
all it
that-
really tells me most of the time.
Spider Ball is nice if you don't have Space Jump or bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have Space Jump or
True.
bombs, you probably want Spider Ball. You
Yeah.
probably don't want to have Spider Ball anymore. That way.
Yep. But yeah, I enjoyed that seed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was one of the few seeds this week where I didn't have to kill Omegas. So that was cool.
That's That's so weird, not having to kill a single Omega. Well, okay. You had to kill one logically, but still.
Right. But who cares about logic around here?
Who cares?
I
When
think-
you can just space jump everywhere.
I think in the randomizers I've played, I think that's what makes this one and the Fusion randomizer in particular a lot of fun to play, because there's not that many hard required things for finishing a seed. So it ends up being more of what do you find first and what are you comfortable completing the game with. So it adds a lot of variety in
I
the
think-
end game, where a lot of other randomizers are just like, oh, your go mode, okay, everything's the same now.
Infusion is a bit more different in that regard, depending on which randomizer you look at. But yeah, for
Right.
Aimshot, the fact that you don't need that many items to beat the game, and you also don't need the same specific set of items to beat the game. So for example, you could beat the game with only missiles and plasma beam, or only
Right.
bombs and charge beam, or
Mhm.
only power bomb and something else. Only power bombs and some way to kill the blobs.
Wait, just okay, never mind. I was gonna say to charge beam damage Queen, but no,
No, but
bomb
you can
stuff.
use
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you have a lot of leniency on how you actually finish the game,
Mm-hmm.
but it also means that the rest of the game is also very, very open, which can make
Yeah.
routing
Yeah.
sometimes much harder.
It can make it much harder, but I feel like it gives it more longevity because every seed can be that much different instead of looking for the same specific items every time. You have to adjust what you're playing with based on what you get.
Yes, but
Yeah.
it also can make reading logic more difficult.
Yes,
'Cause, like, if you
absolutely.
get an item, you don't necessarily know where you should exactly go now.
Yeah.
It is less of an issue on like the lower trick settings, but on higher trick settings, where wall jump is in advance and the game basically expects you to have fun wall jumping up everywhere, definitely a thing.
Yeah.
I assume there's settings where it removes the septog, so like if you're having to go up from tower to everywhere else without high jump, that doesn't. I assume that's possible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's possible.
The thing with wall jumping up tower is that that's specifically behind expert wall jumping,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
as well as a few other minor cases.
Yeah. There's definitely been some spots where, because like I'm pretty comfortable wall jumping in like most of the movement in this game, but there's definitely
Yeah.
been some spots where I'm just like, I could take 15 minutes and get this wall jump. I don't feel like it.
But it's also very interesting in that regard because like most of the tech is relatively easy to do in this game.
Right.
So you just end up breaking logic very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I find fun. I like when you can
It is
say,
it is
oh, the
nice
game
for
wanted me to
solo
go here.
saves,
I'm like,
definitely, but for like multi-worlds it can be so much of a pain.
yeah, that's very true.
But yeah,
Yeah.
was definitely a very fun seed.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to follow the races. They did an amazing job here demonstrating what fun movement you can get in this game. And it seems like the speed gaming bot is down.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Free gaming dying again.
No, come
Uh,
back. We need you.
Ah well. Again, yeah. And unless anyone else has something to say, I would just close down here. Gala, words, anything from your side?
Next week's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, next week is gonna be fun with a variety preset, which means dollar
Wait.
render.
Was that next week or the week after?
no, the
It's
week
it's the
after.
week after. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay, yeah. Because we're
It's
back
the
to
fourth
standard
week.
next week, and then the variety
Correct.
preset. But that will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun, and I assume we also won't get that many players because dollar rendo looks scary. On the bright
Yes.
side, dollar rendo means much more randomness.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, don't expect that the winner will be necessarily the one who is better at the game.
Yeah, it's chaos.
Chaos.
Chaos
Very much
ensue.
chaos. It's very much a for fun setting, just go enjoy yourselves.
Yes. I always like door randomizers when I get into those. It slows it down a lot, but it
Yeah.
again mixes things up a lot.
I can't remember if we have permanently locked doors in there. I think we do.
Do I
Permanent-
don't know.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Oh
We do.
no.
Permanently locked doors. That's gonna be a pain.
Which means that theoretically, like, the door between the scuba tech shortcut and labs can be permanently locked, so you need to go all the way around from
Oh my
hideout.
gosh.
Happened to me a
No.
few times in CG.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that. Dude,
Oh,
that
we've
puts
had
me-
it happen again, regularly.
We've
Would
had
that would can it lock the pipes too, or is it exclusively the doors?
just
It's
the doors.
It can
Okay.
only lock doors, but the way that permanently locked doors work is that if it permanently locks something, then you need to be able to reach the room that it locks from some other method.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, like, a very good example that it likes to do often, it likes to lock one side of the door in the tower safe station, because you can still reach the safe station by going around.
Oh no. Okay, I see.
And yeah, that's the way
I
with
see.
with the lab shortcut. It can just lock one side, and then you are forced to go around. It could also be the opposite, where it
That's
locks the
terrible.
door on the left side of the safe station, so you can't go the hideout way, and you're forced to go the scuba tech way, which is
Mhm.
less painful unless scuba tech is like in a really, really bad spot.
Yeah.
You're getting me excited. Now I gotta wait 2 weeks for that.
Yeah.
Is it 2 weeks or is it next week?
No, it's 2 weeks. The next week is gonna
Yeah.
be the standard preset again, which
Because
is
it's supposed to be
way more
standard on
convenient.
1 and 2, or 1 and 3, and then the
Oh, yeah.
the different presets on
Yeah.
3 and 4.
It's standard, alternative, standard,
Okay.
variety, and then if a month for some reason had a fifth week, we'll probably do alternative on that one, but that's undecided yet.
Okay.
Also, no ledger, we won't ever disable the quality of life death pipes. That's not interesting in my opinion.
Wait,
Nah.
quality of life what?
The pipes that got added on the randomizer that link
Oh,
the
yeah.
waterfalls and hideout and the deaths.
Yeah, having to do vanilla depth. That
Yeah.
would. Yeah, that to me would just be annoying. Because there's no items there.
There's no
not like
items,
you have a
it's
reason
just
to
a
go
way,
there.
it's just a really long path.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then was that one also the preset where that disables power grip and charge beam or missiles? No missiles.
What? So yeah,
Does it also shuffle like power grip and stuff? Is I remembering that correctly, or is that something else?
I would need to look into it again.
Okay.
The Variety 1 shuffle, power grip, and missile launcher, yes.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's correct though.
Yep, that's gonna be something
Fun.
crazy.
yeah. Other than that, I think. Do we have anything else to say? Or... Did my internet? Okay. No, my internet didn't
Yeah.
die.
I
Ah.
don't. If you have anything to say it now, or it will never
No.
be said.
Nope. That I can think of.
Then I would just wrap it up here then.
Oh.
Again, oh. Apparently the speed gaming bot now works. I think.
Ow!
Woo.
Never
Who's
mind,
back?
it doesn't. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
it just randomly posted the speed gaming Discord. Never mind.
Yeah. It just does that.
So yeah, if you're interested in running AIM2R Randomizer yourself, feel free to check out the AIM2R Discord that we have. Otherwise, also be sure to follow the runners. They stream AIM2R content regularly.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see you next week with the standard preset again.
Yep. See you next mission.
See you.
Next mission.
Bye.